Hey you guys, and welcome back to another one of my drugstore makeup stash videos. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my drugstore highlighters. This includes powder and liquid illuminators. The only thing I'm not going to be including are highlighters that are part of a face palette. I just posted my drugstore blush collection, and I'm going to try and do these like every month or so until I get through my entire collection. Hopefully it turns into a little bit of a declutter because I do have a lot of highlighters and I honestly don't wear highlighter that often. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and get started. So I had my hair in like a bun, and now I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a little bit curly and wavy, and I actually really like it. Like I mentioned, highlighting products are not my absolute favorite. I like dewy and glowy skin, but a lot of the times I feel like I can achieve that with dewy setting mists, dewy powders like face powders, and dewy base products. So a lot of the times I don't wear highlighter when I leave the house. First off is one of my favorite highlighting products. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I think they only have like 1 or 2 shades, but this one is in the shade Be My Highlight. It's actually a very beautiful highlighting product, kind of like a champagne color. It's actually really beautiful. It's very subtle and it's not overpowering. So if you like a radiant but subtle highlighter, I think this would be a great option for you. The formula is also very smooth and buttery. It kind of gives your skin a nice like inner glow. One of the better highlighting products at the drugstore. I also have actually this is I think one of the first highlighting products that I purchased, and this is the Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls in the shade Translucent Pearl. I got this one because of Cosmo by Hailey. She used to wear this product all the time, like way back, like maybe like three or 4 years ago. She used to wear this all the time, and I really liked the way it looked on her. Again, it's a very subtle highlighter. I tend to prefer subtle highlighters. I mean, not today really, but in general I prefer subtle highlights, and this is kind of similar to the Essence one, but it has a more of a pinky undertone and it's even more subtle. It just gives your face again a very inner radiance to it. The formula is also great, very smooth, very creamy. Physicians Formula in general has really good powder products. Hopefully they don't take it out of their makeup line because it is a really good formula. The next up is another one from Physicians Formula. This is again one of like the first highlighters I ever purchased, and I got it because Kathleen Lights really liked it and she really recommended it. And this is the Physicians Formula Natural Nude Shimmer Brick. I think that's what it's called. I'm just mixing all the shades together because I usually do that anyways when I'm using it. It's a little bit more intense than the Mineral Glow Pearls. The formula is just so good, so soft and creamy. It's definitely one of the better highlights at the drugstore. It's just like a classic drugstore product. Like when I first started YouTube, I remember I wanted this product so bad. Then I have this highlighter from Makeup Revolution. This is one of their Vivid Baked highlighters, and I have mine in the shade Peach Lights. I don't know if they still sell this. Like I feel like I haven't seen it in a while, and I definitely never hear anybody talking about it. Even though this one is called Peach Lights, it's more of that pinky highlighter. I remember I picked it up because I was looking for something that was like super pink and pearly. For a while I was really into like the pinky highlighters, and I still do like pinky highlighters, but mostly in the winter time. In the summer I like more of that like champagne gold color. This one is really intense. It has a really strong sheen to it. It almost looks wet on your face. There's no glitters or anything. I haven't worn it in a while, and swatching it now I'm like, wow, I feel like I should wear this more often. Okay, the next couple highlighters are both from e.l.f. One of them is actually a blush, but it's too light to be a blush on me. Honestly, I think it's too light to be a blush on everyone. It's actually one of my favorite highlighters, and this is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in the shade Pinktastic. If you want a very wet looking, affordable champagne highlight, this is the one I would recommend. Whenever I have like a special event or I have a party or something to go to, I always bring this highlighter. It is a little bit drier because it's a baked product. It doesn't look dry on your skin. It blends nicely with a brush. If you haven't tried Pinktastic yet, definitely pick it up because it's that good. Because I liked the Pinktastic one from e.l.f. so much, I also picked up one of their highlighters, like their baked highlighters in the shade Apricot Glow. This is a beautiful peachy highlighter. It's not the same formula though as Pinktastic. Like Pinktastic is a drier formula because it's still baked, but even though it's baked, it's still smooth and soft. This one is just a little bit more gritty and not quite as soft and creamy as Pinktastic. This is one that I can't really wear until I have a tan in the summer. I have decluttered a lot of highlighters throughout the years. I give away a lot of my highlighters to my sisters and stuff once I kind of like have used it and tested it out. I own a lot of highlighters, but I don't actually even like them that much. But I have kept these two, and these are the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powders. I went through a phase where I really liked weird colored highlighters like blues and greens and pinks and stuff like that. So I picked up these when I was on that duochrome cool alien highlighter phase. This one is in the shade Twilight Tint. I do really like the shade of this. Like, I'll be honest, I wish I wore it more often because it is so pretty. I wish I had an opportunity to wear it more. The formula of these isn't the best. Like, it's a little bit dry and gritty, but because the color is so unique and fun, I feel like I don't mind that it's a little bit grittier in texture. And the other shade I have is Snow Rose, which is kind of a white pink shade. Again, a really pretty intense shade. Same kind of issue with the texture on this one. It's a little bit grittier and chunkier. No glitters or anything, but just like it's not as smooth as some of my other highlighters that I've shown you already. I don't know, they're fun. I really like them and I wish I wore them more often. Anyway, those are all of my single powder highlighting products. I think I'm gonna go into powder palettes now. First one's actually a trio, and it's the Rimmel highlighting trio, and I don't know what the shade is. I think they maybe only have one, but it's like from their Kate Moss collection. I bought it a couple Christmases ago and I don't like it that much. The only two shades I really wear are these two, which is like this gold and this pink. But the actual pan that has the best formula is this top one, which is that bronzy shade. These two are a little bit chunkier and not quite as smooth as I would like. This one is like a different formula entirely. It's very smooth. I just don't like the color as much, so I don't wear it that often. They look really pretty. They have a really nice reflection to them. I don't know, I'm not like the biggest fan of the formula, so I don't end up reaching for this that much. You want a trio, maybe, because I don't think there are a lot of highlighting trios at the drugstore. But I would recommend you pick up a different highlighter if you want a better formula. One of my all-time favorite highlighting palettes is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette. I say this every time I bring this product up, but the swatches do not do this highlighting palette justice. They look very chalky and not nice in the swatches, but this is the perfect formula for a very subtle and natural looking glow. Like, you could almost use these shades as like a face powder very lightly because it's so natural, but at the same time it just makes your skin look so radiant and fresh. I really do like this product. I haven't worn it recently, but it's always going to be in my collection because it's such a good formula. Like, so smooth and soft. Does not feel gritty. There's no chunky glitters. Like I mentioned, these swatches aren't going to show this palette in like the best light, but it's so nice for a subtle highlight. You ever want a subtle, very natural looking highlighter that's affordable and from the drugstore, I would recommend this e.l.f. one. We're only about halfway done. I'm getting like a little bit angsty. I want to just finish up this video. The next one is actually the highlighter that I'm wearing on my skin right now. I recently discovered it. You will see it in a new series that's coming up on my channel. This is the highlighter that I'm wearing on my face right now, and I love it so much. And this is the Revolution Beauty Cheek Kit Make It Count palette. I'm actually wearing 3 of the shades on my face today. Like, I'm wearing this one here as a blush and these two mixed as a highlighter. That's what's giving me that super like intense glow. I'm just gonna like add a little bit more to really show you guys how intense this highlighter is. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but look how pretty this highlighter is. I never used to like intense highlighters, but this is like making me really like it. It looks very smooth and very wet on your skin. You know how some highlighters you can really see them sitting on top of the skin? Like, this one is almost undetectable. I thought it was fitting to wear this in a highlighting video because of how beautiful it is on the cheeks. A drier formula, like it's going to not feel as soft and smooth. Applied on your cheeks, it just transforms into something else. Like it doesn't look dry at all. It's probably my new favorite makeup product. Like at the moment, I can't get over how beautiful it looks on my skin and on camera. It's just so stunning. I hope I'm not missing any of my highlighting products. Maybe I've just like gotten rid of a lot, but I feel like I have a lot less than I thought I had. This is the last powder product that I'll show you today. Another one from Makeup Revolution. It's the Ultra Glow highlighting palette. Again, this was when I was in that phase of cool highlighting shades, and as you can tell, this is not like your everyday highlighting palette. You've got a green, a blue, a purple. You've got so many weird, bizarre colors in it. I think I would have liked this a lot more if the formula was good. It's not smooth or soft or anything. It is really beautiful when you like swatch it, but when you like touch it, it doesn't really feel that nice. It is like nice to have if you like weird colors, but again, the formula just is a little gritty and textured in my opinion. Okay, creams and liquids. Definitely for me, I prefer cream and liquid highlighters, except for maybe like this one. But in general, I have really grown to prefer creams. I like how they look better on my skin. Like they look more skin-like versus makeup-like. I want to start off with the sticks and then I'll go into liquids at the end. First stick highlighter I want to show you is the Wet n Wild Megaglow makeup stick in the shade When the Nude Strikes. It's really creamy and easy to blend, kind of like a champagne pink, and there's just something about liquid highlighters and cream highlighters that I like more. They look more wet, and I guess it's because they are more wet. It just looks more glossy, and I really like glossy looking highlighters. And When the Nude Strikes is really pretty. Like I love the way it looks on my skin. It's the right amount of intensity. I really like it, and I've been wearing it a ton lately. I also recently picked up this Quo highlighting stick. It doesn't have like a shade or anything on it. It came in like a trio. I picked it up because I wanted to try out more like drugstore creams, and Quo is a drugstore brand. It's only available at Shoppers Drug Mart though. It's not quite as glossy looking as the Wet n Wild one, but it's still really pretty. I do like the way it looks on my skin. It's not quite as pink as the Wet n Wild one I just showed you. It is really nice, and it's a nice creamy formula. Again, it's just a little bit less glossy looking, so I prefer the Wet n Wild one over this one. It's still good though. Like it's still a good stick highlighter if you're interested. Last stick, it makes me really sad, and this is the Catrice Dewy Wetlook stick. I broke it and then I smashed it, so it's all ruined. I'm just going to apply it very carefully to the back of my hand. This is unique because it's almost undetectable in certain lights. It's basically a pure gloss on your cheeks. At some angles you can't even see it, and then when it just catches the light, it just lights up your face. Like it's so beautiful. I actually want to pick up another one so that I don't have just a broken one in my collection. It has the smallest amount of like micro glitters in it, slight pinky undertone as well, but like I don't know if you can tell, like some angles you cannot see it at all, and then once it hits the light it becomes this beautiful gloss on your cheeks. I feel like this is not normally found at the drugstore. Like this is the only product like this that I've been able to find, and it's really good. I would totally recommend it. It honestly does just look like your face is glistening. The only thing is it does stay sticky throughout the day, so your face is gonna not only look greasy but feel a little bit sticky, so you just gotta kind of be careful and aware of that, especially if you have oilier skin. But it's beautiful, I love it, and I'm gonna buy a new one that's not broken. Okay, and the last three products, this was a very long video, I'm so sorry. The last three products are all liquid illuminators. The first one is one that I've talked about many times, and this is the Maybelline Strobing Liquid Illuminating Highlighter in the shade 100. I actually just talked about this in my favorites video. This is so nice on the skin. Like it's definitely got a very intense sheen to it. It looks good under foundation, it looks good on top of foundation. It lasts forever on your skin. It is so long wearing. Another liquid illuminator that I've had for a very long time is the L'Oreal True Match Liquid Glow Illuminator. I don't even know if they still sell this, but this one is in the shade Rose. The reason why I didn't really wear it that often was because it was really deep and it was kind of hard to wear unless I was like super tanned. I think I will pull this one out again and kind of try it now that I've gotten more into like creams and stuff. It is a nice formula though. It kind of dries quickly, so you gotta work fast. I haven't really worn it a lot or recently at all, so I'm gonna have to pull it out and see if I can make it work. I'm doing a terrible job of decluttering. I feel like there's nothing that I am getting rid of. Okay, last product is the Catrice Galactic Highlighter Drops. This is not one of my favorites. It's kind of like a interesting shade. Like, it looks really pretty right now in my hand. I don't know if I like how it looks on my cheeks as much. I have really liked mixing this one in with my foundation. It looks so beautiful mixed in. It's just not a favorite yet. Like, it hasn't like earned its place in my collection. That is everything. Those are all of my highlighters. I really hope I didn't miss any. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see next. I've only done blushes so far, so if you want to see bronzers or eyeshadows or, I don't know, foundations or concealers or something, let me know. Thank you guys as always for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.